I'm about to clean up, so I was sitting here thinking. Um, I was sitting here thinking about how I might have found a psychic or I tricked some ghosts. But watch this. Uh, I'm in my mind, right? Yeah, I'm learning this stuff through these tests. I'm in my mind somewhere. I can be in the yard, wherever. I'm thinking about this test, and I'm thinking about floats. Okay, it's a particular float God told me to stay with, regardless, even if that float against me or not. But wrongfully, I've been having to, I ain't gonna say wrongfully, I've been having to detour because the energy been off real bad. Something's spinning. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Um, I started noticing something about a year ago. And I started noticing, like they say it's a dark and it's a light energy. I started noticing that I'm dealing with two different females, one probably of the dark and one of the light. But it's five in all. These females fall under each one of these girls' category. Unfortunately for the light, it ain't no more. Just so it's like 4 against 1 basically. Or it could be, they probably all, I don't know. Just give you an example. But so I'm thinking about this female and I'm watching the people around me. They can be in the high, they can be anywhere, because everybody part of this at this point. And I'm watching how they move. Okay. Well, it's like they will. Somebody is a conduit to me. Like somebody is a direct conduit to me. Somebody got share a gift with me. It could be my auntie Lynn, or it could be my sister Lisa. It could be somebody. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all that to me, y'all that means y'all possibly my twin or flame as well. See, they can be born in the same family of royalty. It's just that it's just like it's royalty. So you got to look at it back in Adam and Eve days when they had to pretty much what we call today incest, but it faded out. With that being said, that energy's still there. So I ain't saying I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying the energy's still there. The energy's still because it's royalty. And what royalty is, what happened is with royalty families, you start to the reason why this gotta be is because you start to venture out and marry outside of the family after a while. But when the bloodline get thin, when the bloodline become thin and obsolete, or it seems like it's going away or whatever, then you have to do that again. And it ain't in this lifetime though, but that person is still born into the family. So you see what I'm saying? So with that being said, it could have either been Lisa or my auntie Lynn. If one of y'all think and see what I think, then y'all you're a twin or a flame, and y'all utilizing this. Or I'm catching up ghosts. But anyway, if I think about it, this is what's weird. I'm catching demons. All right, now let's say I'm in a neighborhood. Let's say I'm in a neighborhood. It's a group of people. It's about 10 people. 5 of them is demons. 5 of them is angels. I done been around these people for so long. I know exactly who what. You could say some of them might be reapers. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna get that's too detailed. Let's just say one of the dark and one of the light. All right, now 5 might be angels and 5 might be demons. Okay. Now watch this. Watch this. So I'm thinking about these two things. That's why I've been doing. I'm finna stop doing it now though, cause guys starting to get on to me about it. But it's like now I see the importance of why you shouldn't fornicate, why you shouldn't, why we shouldn't do it. Like this is a spiritual test right now. This is something for the chosen ones. This is a cultural. They said it the other day. A cultural ancestral cultural, not a cultural ritual, but it's like an ancestral cultural inheritance or something like that. And it's deep. It's royalty stuff though. But anyway. But now I see why in it though. You shouldn't do stuff like that. You shouldn't even sleep around. You shouldn't fornicate. I see why, because it's like when Jesus and them told us these stuff, why not to do this stuff? Okay, we saying I'm like, you shouldn't do it because you shouldn't do it. But I'm telling you, I know why we shouldn't do it. And it's amazing, bro. Like it's to do it to all. It send the astro to an uproar. It literally builds spiritual war. And if the spiritual war continues for so long, eventually it's gonna be physical war. And that wipeout gonna be necessary. That's why all in the Bible you hear all these times when they went to war and they did. It's gotta be that way probably. In order to stop war, you're gonna have to learn how to perfect the spiritual. So let's say it's a lot of people in the physical saying, get rid of war. You gotta stop it in the spiritual. And in order to stop it in the spiritual, you're gonna have to convince everybody to find a lover and stay with their lover. Or you're gonna have to go back to biblical ways of marriages. I don't know if that's what the faux love. I don't know about all that part, but I know you're gonna have to go back to the biblical ways of marriages, and that's gonna be pretty impossible to do in this perverse world. And cause that's what's gonna somehow stop the spiritual war. Cause I ain't been dealing with no, like, I literally got literally got three floats that I go back and forth to. And when I get caught up, I'm supposed to stay on one, but if I get caught up with these three, and somehow I find them, they be like, oh, he with such. They got, it ain't but three. But man, it's 8 billion people out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't good to do it. It's not good to do it. But anyway, the energy get thrown out there. So anyway, so watch this. So let's say I know these demons. I'm telling y'all, I know the demons. I know these demons. I know these demons. I know these could possibly be angels or humans. I know these demons, okay? I'm telling y'all, I'm thinking this in my head. Okay? I'm out walking, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna deal with this flow today. I see them call each other. And it's like they'll say, oh, it could be my flame too. I ain't think about her, the one, that's stalking me. They say he gonna do such such. Listen, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's something going on. I can tell, there you go. And that's we share some kind of chip in our head. He gonna what you call it? We gonna give him. Let's just use them. Let's use them. Like we got this tool right here, right? Unless they got something on me, like it might be a whole more control on me, and they can see what I'm thinking. But I don't know if it's that serious. But let's say they got this tool, this instrument that mess with the male tools. So it's like if I think of the dark side, this ain't just happening. I was just going through that, but it happened. It happened 2 days ago, and I was thinking the dark side, and it's like we're gonna release it. It's like if I join the dark side, they'll release the tool. If I join the light side, they'll make it tension up. And see, they got one right now. 'Cause I don't care nothing about all that. I could tell they were bending everybody else. They were bending everybody else because of the fact of oh Lord. They were bending everybody else because of the fact of they knew they was scared in that department. They would mess with the man. It's like, man, see, there's something serious going on now. Like this time they try to take me apart, put myself in somebody else. Like they tried a little door switch up thing. And guy was like, oh no. Wash it here. They got this thing called wash, bath. I get washes, baths, I get blankets, I get all this stuff. You know I'm gonna get this stuff when you do a lot of wickedness, but when people put it on you, you also get it too. People throw magic on. These y'all ancestors, these y'all grandmas and everything. They give me baths, they wash me, give me blankets. Yeah, I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled over there now. They'll tell you I ain't got nothing here, but I got it going on in the spiritual. They give me all that. They'll attack me first till Jesus come and check it out and be like, y'all can't do it. Put him back together. Because like I said, when I die, God come personally to get me, so these people are trying to kill me. But God coming and looking at, no, he been sabotaged here. They done took this away from him. They took that away from him. He can't play the game. He's mind clouded. He's fogged up. He's double fogged up. No, I'm not. Matter of fact, eat them, eat that person, eat them. That's like God coming through like that. Like, I can stop doing the test altogether. But I'm learning so much, and I'm finna stop though. Because I done got to the point, and I done blocked my heart off from any kind of physical attachments to this mess. So, which is good. So I can do this, I can play with this all a little bit. But I better stop now, though, because I think it's messing with my little sugar plum. But I don't think it's bothering her that bad, though. But anyway, so it's like I'm seeing these people that you know it's the truth. I'm seeing them call and say we're gonna release it. So let's say I do the test. That's exactly what happened. I'm thinking it's in my head too, but I said I know I ain't tripping. These people call these folks and say he gonna join. He gonna give all to the dark side. Release it. He gonna get all to the light side. Tensified. Dark side. Release it. Light side. Tension. I'm telling y'all, bro. I feel like the revelation that happened. This is rapture, and these demons and these angels and all kind of things really talking to each other like telephone talking, bro, like in our face. And they'll smile. They'll smile. What it is, that modular. I've been looking into this too. I'm asking myself, 'cause I don't want to be writing it all like, oh, he losing his mind. No. What it is, it's the historians. Royal people are historians. They got their own satellites, and then there's other satellites watching them. Literally, they got satellites. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like when you upgrade and advance in the world, you are elite. They give you your satellite, but you also got a personal satellite. It's a module that God pay attention to. So it's like God looking at all this stuff. God see everything. I'm God's vessel. So it's like everybody keep on attacking me. Somebody try some shit. Like my internet is gone. My network is gone. I don't get no messages. But I know you can't stop that many messages at one time. So either they spinning my stuff and sending it somewhere else and just putting my life on another grass, or they giving my life to somebody else and they answering my messages and stuff, which don't matter. I mean, I ain't had nobody but 4 or 5 people I was dealing with, and the rest of the people I didn't want to even get into that no more. I had one card reader, a spiritualist. I had a spiritualist, a religious person, and some funny stuff and watching some martial arts stuff. That was it. And I had one wisdom, you know what I'm saying? One dude speak wisdom. That was it. I had about 4 or 5 people, so I ain't missing that. And but anyway, I'm telling y'all, I'm seeing this though. So I'm telling you it's facts. I'm in this. I'm thinking this stuff now. I'm thinking this stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna deal with such thing. Cause I can do the dark or the light. Cause I'm not dealing with the lower vibrational beings in these situations. I'm dealing with the highest vibrational frequency in this frequency. So it don't really matter. It's just like you go over here, you cuss. You go over here, you can't cuss. It's something like that. So it's something like that. So I go over there and they be like, release. So let's look at it like Rod, Grandpa, Anubis, Grandpa Rod, Grandpa Anubis. Okay, release. Release it. Tension. Release it. Tension. Release it. Tension. Release it. Tension. So now it's like they took all the bells and whistles. So what do I go by? God. God told me to stay in one spot, and I should have stayed in one spot. But despite it, because I see her in the spiritual. Her in the spiritual is for me, 100%, regardless. In the spiritual, me and her float just works together, period. Let me tell you something, man. If you got a gift where you could just rewind stuff, I'm telling you can rewind stuff. You got a gift like that. You and your partner got a gift like that. The best thing an organization can do is put us in our own palace and leave us the fuck alone and say, if you just help us from time to time, we'll be really thankful. I'll tell you, because that gift me her God. My God, bro. It's like, that's the temple of God, bro. It's like they talk about it a lot in Samuel. It's like the ark of the Lord, the ark of the God ark or something. That's how I feel when we together. We ain't even together in the physical. This how I feel when I all hit each other. So I ain't worried about how she feel about me in the physical. It don't matter because they supposed to be together. You can just tell in the spiritual, and that's right now. That's all I work in the spiritual. I ain't worried about the physical. I've been preparing and practicing for this moment my whole life. So I'm not worried about being with nobody in the physical. I told you the person I idolize was Jesus Christ. So I ain't caring about all that. But I'm just telling y'all, it's done got to the point where I'm elevating. I can hear demons. I can hear demons and angels talking to each other, bro. Like, I can hear the spiritual side, but we can't see, saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what I can see them working through people. And this is a different elevation. I ain't even been doing that to elevate. I need to start back praying and meditating more, but I've been kind of taking a little break before I get burned out with it. I still do it regardless, but the way I typically need to do it, I just been easing off of that a little bit. So it's just, you know. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Because it's crazy. It's like they calling each other up. And it could be that flame, though. I ain't thinking about that. But I'm telling y'all, if y'all my flames are twins, you hurting yourself hurting me. And if you done made a lot of, if it's one of y'all done made a lot of money, probably. Yeah, y'all done got a lot of money somehow. But if you want to know how you hurting yourself, you scared, secretly, terrified, secretly. Nobody knows. You probably got the nice house, probably got a car, you probably got guns everywhere. Well, that's one of the ways you can tell. You having guns everywhere you can't see. You gotta have a gun under your pillow. You know what I'm saying? You just always scared, worried about what's gonna happen next. It don't matter if you're a saving vessel or not. You're gonna be scared now when you're going in the wrong direction because all the rules apply to us all on this earth. So none of that matters. So if you're doing something to somebody of my caliber, yeah, you'll be scared to death. Cause y'all are, because if it's, I had to find that out through studying. I studied that somewhere, something like royalty. A flame or a twin can be born in close proximity in your family. You know, I talked this one time, they took it off. They didn't want me to talk about it, and I understand why, but at this point with all these attacks and everybody keep bothering me, it's good, it's best that I go ahead and put it out. You hurting yourself trying to hurt me. It's like that person is like a backup person, like just in case the royalty family need to be, the blood need to be back pure again, then they'll have to do it that way. But you ain't. It's just that I just found it. Most people don't find that. I found it because you keep tapping into my energy. And somebody keep tapping into my energy. So let's say it ain't ghosts and demons and all that. Somebody's tapping into my energy, can read my thoughts and calling my people and telling them. So let's say you tapping into my energy, you reading my thoughts. You probably calling that flame on the phone and saying, well, and she probably got that tool. Y'all probably work. Let's say y'all working together. This is just assumption stuff. Let's say y'all working together. She probably got that tool, and you say, "Look, he thinking about this right now." You probably never question the fact, or you know it. Why you know so much that I know? That's because you my flame of twin, and you just as jealous hearted as the rest of them. I ain't never been with somebody that left me. I'm telling y'all, every woman that ever been with me is still with me. I couldn't call them and they were like they were blocked off from being able to be around me after they done did so much. But I ain't never seen a woman be with me and left me. They'll go get their men, they go get their lives, but they still be around me, riding around me, just looking. Like Bushy Brown now. I ain't never seen nobody leave me, bro. Ever. Once you get into this energy, it's like y'all are packaged up and ready to go. It's like same way with my flame float. Like y'all buying it. It's like let's say you steal money from me, you get a car, you get these nice cars, you give it to a family that's inside of my family, not our family, but you're trying to absolutely delete my family and give what belonged to my family to another family within the family. And you done bought these nice cars and shit, and y'all riding around my house. Well, just imagine these chains, cause I got these gifted chains, and I latched them onto your ass when as soon as you thought you got away with something. So with that being said, you just imagine the chain going around and around my block, and they just going around and around and around. That's what y'all be doing. You in that group that stole that money.